So what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I am in my car and I am headed somewhere. As you can tell from the title of the video, we are doing a bulk grocery haul. We are shopping for the entire month. For myself and my kids, we will be using my food stamps. I do get currently $973 or something like that, which is going to drastically get cut back because I did recently start working 2 new jobs. So we moved to a new city. So this BJ's that we are going to, we are not 100% familiar with the layout of the store. So getting the stuff was kind of a struggle. But as you can see, I wasn't playing with him. Grab the cart. Come on, let's get it. Let's go. Okay. So BJ's has the most beautiful flowers and seasonal stuff that I can imagine. Like, it's always an experience every season. And I like how BJ's don't make you show your membership card as soon as you walk in. They always got the goodies in the front. They got the TVs and such over here. They are very festive. Look at the Halloween decor. Now, I'm not a Halloween girl, but I can say BJ's be doing a daggone thing. But I am a nut girl. So let me grab me some pistachios, okay? Now, we getting some croissants. Myself and the children love us some croissants, okay? I was thinking about getting these Hawaiian rolls at the end, but I was like, nah, we not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Now we on a candy aisle. And my children are famous for always wanting to go to 7-Eleven, always wanting to go to the corner store. And those places are super duper expensive. So I just grabbed them some Nerds candies. Now I am quickly heading back towards the meats. Because y'all know, baby, we got to get the meats for the month, okay? So, starting out, I found where the salmon is. And y'all know I'm with the high protein, low carb diet. So, I'm always eating salmon. I'm always eating shrimp. So, I found 2 nice slabs of salmons. This was expensive. It was like $25. Then I grabbed me some crab meat. I was looking at the shrimp over here, but I prefer the bag shrimp. So I said, let me grab some bacon. You know, my little baby, he always be like requesting bacon and eggs without the yolk and all that kind of crazy stuff. So then I'm trying to get to the meats. The lady over here just want to just be in a girl way. You know what I'm saying? She was done looking, but as soon as she saw me coming, then she had to stop. So I'm just looking at the beef chunks, and I also grabbed some different beef steaks and stuff like that. Then I found the beef strips that I love. They don't sell at the other store. Grab me some turkey meat. Grab some chicken. Now, I always make sure that I get 2 bags of chicken wings. And then usually I'll just get 2 bags of chicken wings. And sometimes I would do thighs or legs. But I found out that thighs are super super full of fat. So I was getting tired of drumsticks, but I actually decided to get some drumsticks this time. Now I'm over here looking at the chicken breast, but the chicken breast can be kind of high. Now this man right here took me on a whole he took me on a merry-go-round because he told me the shrimp was down here, which I went down here looking for the shrimp. I seen everything else except for shrimp. So, I did eventually find the shrimp. But I said, since I'm over here, let me grab some banana berry because I'm tired of the mixed berry. Grab some Cool Whip because my son eat this stuff like it's going out of style. So, we got the good 4-pack. Grab some mango chunks because last week I had mango chunks and banana smoothie. Oh, my goodness. It was so, so good. So, made sure I grabbed all of those necessities. Now we are heading to the fruit. Of course, we got to get bananas. We got to get my yellow kiwi. These ladies right there kept saying, excuse me, but they still was in the way. You know what I'm saying? The grapes look like some trash. But I did find one carton that looked halfway decent, so I grabbed that. Now it's on to the vegetables. Let's get some asparagus, because we ain't had no asparagus in a minute, baby. Okay, we need some peppers. Now, I was going to get the big peppers, but then I was like, nah, let's just get the mini peppers, because sometimes I like to eat peppers with hummus or cream cheese or whatever like that. I was supposed to get some corn, but I didn't. I always eat these mini cucumbers. They are so good. Now I had to decide what kind of lettuce are we going to get, because I am so tired of like romaine and like iceberg, like just the basic. And I've been eating mixed greens so much. I'm kind of tired of that too. So I was looking at this and I was like, oh nah, this got too much stuff in it. So I ended up grabbing, I believe like some organic butter lettuce or something like that. Now I love these tomatoes, but these joints was looking a little different than the last time. It's like they different sizes and everything. They wasn't all perfect looking like they was before. But nevertheless, they're vegetables, so I just grabbed one of them and put them in a cart. Now we over here looking at coffee. Now, you know, daggone well, you don't need no coffee, girl, okay? There go Kenzie, baby. Now here is like an overview of all of the items we got from the store, with the exception of the chips and some of the snacks, because I already put them. Look at that fruit, baby, okay? One thing you can never say is that we don't eat healthy, because we eat healthy in this household, okay? We not on a diet. It's called a lifestyle change. You see my Premier Protein? Them joints bomb. So right here, I'm going to show you guys how I usually break down my packages of meat. This is the turkey meat. It comes already separated, so I just usually take the scissors and I cut along the perforated lines, however you say that word. So, and the chicken wings and also the chicken drumsticks are pretty much similar or the same. They're pre-packaged. So what I usually do is I'll take and I will separate them. It's usually 6 different sections of the chicken wings, and the wings usually come with between 4 and 5 wings in a bag. So depending on what we're having for dinner, sometimes I'll cook 1 pack, or most of the time we're usually cooking 2 packs, because we don't eat that much, but sometimes I like to have a little leftovers so I can make my lunch. So I just take all of the chicken and then I just stack it up, because I know I got to cut the other one. Now we are taking these quart size freezer bags. I used to use the gallon size until I realized, baby girl, you are wasting your money. Use the quart size, okay? So then I'm separating these burgers. There is 12, I believe. So I'm going to put 3 burgers in each baggie, because right now it's just me, my daughter, and my son in the household. So that's just enough for everybody to have 1 burger. And this can be a tedious process, but right now I'm going to tell you it's definitely worth it. Here I am separating, I believe these are steaks, some type of steaks, and they are kind of like thick and kind of big. So I'm just putting like 2 in each Ziploc bag. Usually, you never know what I might make. I might make stir fry. I might make steak and cheese. I might make just, you know, I don't know, y'all. Just steak. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm getting at. But just put those, separate those in a bag like that. And my daughter, she was really being a big help, even though she was looking like she didn't want to do it. But she was, excuse me, she was a big help that day. So now we are separating the beef strips, and I love these beef strips with like some teriyaki sauce, y'all, with some scrimp. Okay, get you some little beef steak, get you a little fajita thing going on, put them peppers in there with them onions, you know what I'm saying? And I just continue bagging them up like this, like that, like this, like that. Now, the BJ's that I normally go to, I have not seen these beef strips in like months, in at least 4 months. So I was super excited to get them this time. I will say that they are a lot more tender than the beef chunks. As you can see, I'm smashing the meat down flat so it's easy to thaw. And then I'm just stacking them up the way I would want them to go in the freezer. I don't put like all of the beef together or all of the chicken together, because I hate digging through my deep freezer trying to figure out where something is. So I kind of mix the food up so that, you know what I'm saying, I'm not just got all the turkey meat on the top or all the chicken wings on the top, then I gotta dig down at the bottom for the burgers and all that crazy kind of stuff. So as you can see, I'm just like super OCD when it comes to certain things. Like everything has to be piled up and stacked up. This is a method I have been doing for years, guys, as far as when I'm spending my food stamps, and even when they cut my food stamps off when I'm working and I'm just shopping regular, I'm always buying in bulk. I can tell you the honest to God truth. I still have food in my freezer from the previous month. This always lasts us throughout the entire month. So here I'm just showing you how I would go and start to stack the food down in my deep freezer. I use a combination of my deep freezer and my actual freezer. So you see how I'm putting the beef in, then I put the chicken, then I'm probably going to stack some more beef, and then I'm going to stack some more chicken on top of it, so that the stuff is kind of like evenly distributed and I don't have to do a lot of like searching around for what I want or what I need. This deep freezer has come in so clutch, y'all. I got this from Best Buy for right under, I believe, $200. And it's literally like, it was either $100 or $200. I think it was like one something, almost $200. But this has literally been one of the best appliances, I guess it's considered an appliance, that I have ever bought, okay? So now I am just putting the 2 bags of shrimp in there, and then I am also putting the frozen mangoes and the frozen berries in there. I do still have more meat to stock up on top of it, but I wanted to go ahead and get those in there. And then as you can see, I'm just stuffing meats and stuff. That was something that was already in the freezer. As you can see, some of the stuff at the top was still frozen. That's still stuff that was already in the freezer from like last month. So baby, we stacking it up, okay? We stacking it up best we can. Put the chicken wings up underneath of there, you know what I'm saying? And what else we got? Okay, this is me just putting some of the food into the regular freezer. So each week I would take food out of the deep freezer and then add it into the actual freezer. But as you can see, we got a lot of stuff in our actual freezer right now. Look, I'm sitting there struggling, can't even get the food in it, girl. What is you doing? Okay, but guess what, we eating though. So now I'm showing you guys how I separate the salmon. This piece was way bigger than I expected. I was like, okay, baby, I see why you was $25, okay? So now, here I go. Yeah, I said, forget the knife, okay? We're going to take the kitchen scissors and we're cutting the salmon, okay? We don't have time to be tugging back and forth with the knife. The knife be acting like it don't want to work sometimes, especially on that back skin. So as you can see, I'm cutting like reasonable size chunks. I eat salmon and my daughter eats salmon, but my youngest child, I don't think he's too fond of salmon. So if you notice it, when I cut it up and bag it up, I'm not bagging a lot of it at one time, because this isn't something that everybody in the household eats. So as you can see, I'm doing like the slightly larger chunks right now, and then I'm just going to slide, I believe I put two to three in each baggie. So I feel like 2 to 3, 2 definitely, one for me, one for my daughter, because at first my daughter didn't like salmon until I hit him up with the air fryer with the hickory honey seasoning with the crispy blackened edges. You know what I'm saying? See, y'all don't know nothing about that. Drop a comment below if you want me to show y'all how I make the black crispy honey salmon. So the second pack of salmon, it was a big one too. Like, look how big the joint is. Look, I couldn't even unfold that joint. And now I had to flip it over back on a cart, and that's how big it was. So now I'm taking the scissors and I'm actually cutting these pieces of salmon down a little bit smaller. I'm actually cutting the pieces of salmon down a little bit smaller so that I can have like some little salmon nuggets. Okay, one thing we don't do, baby, we don't play in the kitchen. When it come down time to cook, I should be a caterer. Okay, I've even been asked to cater events like little cabarets and such. So I'm really considering doing that. Cooking isn't something that I'm super passionate about, but cooking is something that I am very good at. I've been hanging around, helping out in the kitchen since I was 8 years old. My grandmother, she couldn't walk that well. She was kind of handicapped. So she kind of needed a little helper. And while I was in the kitchen helping, baby, I was sucking it all up because I can cook pretty much anything. So while I am continuing to chop down these salmon bites, you know, when you cook them, they get a lot smaller than that. So right here, I had forgot to do the hamburger, but I was doing a hamburger. And I'm just showing you guys how I flatten the hamburger down and push all of the air out of the bag. And what that does is it makes for easier thawing. When you're trying to thaw it out, rather than it being in a big chunk like that, if you flatten it out, it will thaw out a lot easier. Baby, look at them legs. She been working out. She been working. Okay, legs, push through. We gotta keep going though, you know what I'm saying? We gotta keep going. So as you can see, I'm just putting the salmon in the hamburger, some of it in the deep freezer. I'm sure salmon is going to be one of those things I eat first. And my children love spaghetti and tacos. So that's why I got to make sure we got ground turkey and ground beef at all times. Now we are just putting some fish, some of the salmon in the actual freezer. And I'm showing you guys, look, that ain't look good. Look, we ain't going to be hungry, you know what I'm saying? Deep freezer full. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope that you stay tuned to watch some of my cooking videos. Look at that cabinet, baby. Yeah.